Hi, welcome in. How are you guys? How's it going? What's poppin'? I got my coffee and I got my tarot cards, so I'm having a good time. Let's see who took my first today. Let's see. Zelfar, thank you so much for taking my first. It makes me very, very happy that you could be my first today. We've got Daily Pillows, we've got Zelfar, Engar, Jeremy, Leonix, got the Saurus, welcome in. Also, hi Jacob on YouTube, how are you? And let's see who all we got so far in the queue for tarot. Also, hi Misamu. Yeah, welcome in. Alright, tarot queue, we've got Zelfar with a general reading. Then we've got the Saurus with the general reading. Engar with the love reading. Ooh. We've also got Leonix with the love reading, Lazy with the love reading, and Misamo with a general reading. I got you. I will be sipping my coffee periodically, you know. I don't want it to get cold again. I keep forgetting about it, and then like it gets cold. I want to drink it while it's still hot. Oh yeah, welcome in, Engar. Also, Leonix, I see you're in the queue, but would you be the absolute goodest of boys and write out the queue for me, pretty please? Pretty please. Alright, let's go ahead and shuffle. We're starting with Zelfar, who wants a general reading. How have you guys been? I didn't stream on Tuesday, but I was hanging out in the VC on Tuesday, which was really nice. I was just like chilling. I was having a good time. I was getting some work done. I was working on commission stuff, and we just like hung out and chat for a bit, and it was just really nice. I wanna hang out in the VC and the Discord more often. I haven't really been able to because, well, really, I'm an introvert. So it can be stressful if I feel like I have to talk a lot of the time, but I do like the movie nights because I don't have to necessarily talk. I can just type, and sometimes I just want to go nonverbal for like 6 hours straight. But it was still fun. I do enjoy hanging out with y'all. So I'll definitely have to hang out in the VC more often. And this Saturday, we are planning to. Last Saturday we watched Scream, which was classic, banger, fantastic. This Saturday we're watching I Know What You Did Last Summer, the OG version, because yeah, a lot of y'all haven't seen the classic horror movies, and I'm kind of surprised by that. Like, out of all the people who were watching Scream with me, it was literally me and I think like 1 or 2 other people who had actually seen Scream before, which was crazy to me. It's like the pinnacle of a cult classic. Also, hi-fi, welcome in. Maybe I just don't come across as like a horror fan. I don't know. I do like horror. I think maybe it's because of my comfy, cozy vibes. I don't really do it too much on stream. Maybe that's why. But I watched a lot of slasher films since I was little. I'm a pretty big horror fan. I think it's a lot of fun. But it's more fun when you can crack jokes with people. I think that's the best way to watch horror, is to watch it with other people and to just crack jokes along the way about it. I don't think it should be taken seriously. Maybe that's why. Which also, hi Berserk, hi Lazy, hi Fi, welcome in. Hope y'all are doing good. But speaking of horror, we will also be playing Silent Hill F tomorrow, actually. It's gonna be the official first day of me playing my very first Silent Hill game, which I've been eagerly anticipating. I've been waiting so long to play the new Silent Hill game. No, I'm just like, yes, Now I can try it out. Now I can see what it's all about. I just hope the combat won't be too hard. But I think a lot of it is just like trying to avoid the combat, which I will do my best to do. Let's see what we got for you, Zelfar, for your general reading. Yeah, hi, Leonix. I was in limbo for a minute. Strange, weird. Well, welcome back. I guess I'm glad you're back from limbo. Ooh, Zelfar. Okay, okay. That was a pretty interesting start to your reading. Also, yes, Leonix. What's up? What's up? Let's go ahead and wait, let me make sure that, do I need the other one? Okay, it's just those. Okay. I was making sure I didn't need to grab like an oracle card or something. Okay. Let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you, Zelfar. Yeah, I was in chat, but the stream wasn't loading the first time I seen that happen. Oh, that's so weird. That's so strange. Well, welcome in. I'm glad it's finally loaded for you. Oh, sometimes Twitch is a little silly willy right now. It's a little silly willy. But who knows, maybe it'll run smoother. Maybe it'll run smoother now that like half of the Twitch population's at TwitchCon this weekend. Maybe that'll help us. All right, let's see. So the first card is and then the next card is and then the final card there we go. Hi Dewey, I'm still on the dating app. Oh, I believe in you. Look, lazy, now that it's getting colder, now that the temperature is dropping, this is when you can start reeling them in. I'm telling you, okay? People are going to be looking for a partner way more now that it's the holidays, okay? Because nobody wants to be alone during the holidays. So if you know how to market your appeal, I am sure you'll be raking in the dates, all right? You just got to trust me. Now that the temperatures are dropping, now is your time. Now is your chance to strike. Invite them to hot cocoa or to coffee or to roast marshmallows or, you know, I mean, now is especially the Netflix and chill time, if you know what I'm saying. You gotta know where to target, but you know now's the prime hunting season, if you will, if you're hunting for love. All right, we've got all of the cards for you, Zelfar, for your general reading. In order of left to right, we've got the Sun, we have the 9 of coins, and we have the reverse 7 of coins. I've never Netflix and chilled, as they called it. Well, okay, there's two versions of Netflix and chill. There's the Netflix and chill where you're actually just like hanging out at the other person's house. Maybe you're cuddling on the couch and you're watching Netflix. That's a good time. That's a good time. Can't go wrong there. There's the ambiguity with Netflix and chill, which is why a lot of people offer Netflix and chill. Because it can also end up where you are no longer watching Netflix and you are just, it's playing, but you're not paying attention, which can happen. It can happen. It's an opening, right? It's the potential that's there. Doesn't necessarily, but but you gotta find what you want to watch on Netflix if you're gonna offer it. I think, unless both parties are just down to just straight up fuck. Like if you're just down to straight up fuck and you're just using it as a pretense to hook up, then if they say Netflix and chill, you don't need to come up with anything to actually put on Netflix. But I will say I have been on a date before where it was literally, hey, you want to come over and watch the Monty Python movies with me while we drink raspberry mead? Yeah. Yeah, I would love that actually. So we watched the Monty Python movie. We watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and we drank raspberry mead. Did other things happen? It's personal. But do we watch the movie? Did that help set the atmosphere? Did that help set the scene? Yeah, yeah, it did. It did. It did in fact help set the mood, if you will. You got to know your target audience. That's confidential. Yeah. That's classified information. You don't have the clearance for that. But yeah, I mean, not all Netflix and Jill dates turn into that kind of date, but they could, right? I think that's like the appeal is like if there is something more, we could go that route. But also you can divert it with just like, oh wow, this documentary is just really enthralling, man. Funny times for fun times. Yeah, it's just a matter that's why it's such a popular option. But I don't think Netflix and chill is good for a first date. I will say, never Netflix and chill for a first date unless it's the whole point is that you're both planning to fuck, right? If you're just planning to hook up, Netflix and chill is horrible for actual relationship first dates, right? You should go and meet in a public fun place, right? For your first date. I'm here for Netflix and chill. Yeah. No. Like genuinely, if you are looking for relationship, like a long-term relationship and not just a hookup, never Netflix and chill on the first date. It's not good. It's also not comfortable. Like especially if the person you're trying to hook up with is like a woman, like a girl. It's not going to be as comfortable for her. 90% of the time they're going to want to meet in a public place for their safety, because there's a lot of murderers out there and a lot of weirdos, and maybe not murderers but people who don't take no for an answer, right? It's a scary thing. I think a lot of y'all who aren't like born like women don't realize the extent of how women go to protect themselves for first dates. Usually, location sharing, giving a screenshot and the name of the person they're going out on the date with, where they're going on the date, when they plan to be back, or they'll text if they're planning to not come back that night, if they change their mind, they decide to sleep over or whatever. They'll usually meet, like I said, in a public space with lots of other people. So usually like cafes, theaters, going out to like dinner, something like that. Sometimes they'll even have them meet over there and not pick them up. They'll find someplace, if they do need to get picked up, they'll find someplace else, like a designated spot to be picked up and let off. Because there's weirdos you don't know. So it's like a whole thing. There's entire systems. If you ask, women, hey, what do you do when you're about to go on a first date? They're like, yeah, this is my system. I text this friend where I'm going and the name of the person and where I met them, and I usually link their profile or something. Yeah. So first dates, if you're looking to make them feel super, super comfortable, always suggest some sort of public first date. Like I said, like cafe, you could go bowling, you can go to like the museum, you could go to like a picnic, you go to the movies, you can go to just like a nice like casual restaurant called the dating police. Yeah. But if you do that, that's gonna set like the safety, that's gonna show like you're looking out for them, you want them to feel comfortable. That is automatically sexy. Yeah. As long as you don't go to the museum at night. What do you mean? That's the best time to go to the museum. I want to see everything come to life. I want to see the little gay cowboy and Roman soldier. Indie sharing from experience? Absolutely. Yeah, I would, whenever I was like doing like Tinder dates and stuff like that, whenever I was on Tinder, I would share like a bunch of that information with my with like my roommates and stuff. So they knew where I was going, when I planned to be back. If I changed my mind and I decided to like stay over or something, then I would text and be like, hey, I'm gonna stay over, and I'll see you in the morning, kind of thing. We even had like code words if we needed to like have an out. We'd have like somebody on standby, so you text like the code word or the code phrase, and the friend will call you, pretend there's like some sort of emergency. so that there's like an excuse that you need to head back like right now kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry, I'm gonna have my wingman's area with me on the first day. Oh, we're getting you laid. I got you. I got you. I want to hear everything about the stay over. I mean, you know, everybody's. We're not gonna dive too deep into what happens in my own personal dates. We're not gonna. I'm just throwing out there from my own personal experiences of what you can do to make your partner comfortable on a date, right? This is just my advice. So if you want to make somebody that you're new with feel comfortable and feel safe, these are things that you can do, right? Those are great things you can do for a first date to get to know each other. Also, like, Netflix and chill is not really super great at getting to know the other person anyways. Right? That's why it's better to not have that as the first date, because the first date is the like, let's get to know each other kind of thing. I've done like mall crawl dates where we like literally we just meet at the mall and we just go window shopping and like go through all the different stores and looking at stuff. We don't even buy shit. We just except and they'll have like lunch at like the food court or something. That's honestly a really fun date, because then you can go to like Hot Topic, and you can go to like GameStop, and you can go to like you can go to Spencer's. You can go to like all the interesting stores that look cool and that look neat, and you got like lots of conversation starters. Like, for instance, if you're at GameStop, okay, well then you can talk about all your different favorite kinds of games. Oh, this is the kind of console I like to play. Oh, this is the genre of games I like to play. Oh my god, I loved this game when this came out. Oh my god, this game was so fucking shitty. Have you ever heard of this dog shit ass game that GameStop's trying to mark up to like $59.99 used? Like right? Or if you go to Hot Topic, then it's, oh my god, like, look at this really cute Sanrio stuff, or all that. It's genuinely, I think a mall crawl date is a god tier place to go for a first date, because like I said, there's tons of conversation starters literally everywhere. And because it's such a public open place, they're gonna feel more comfortable with it too, unless they like get like hella overstimulated or something, which I'm sure they would tell you if they're like not good with crowded places. But yeah, some malls, I've seen malls that have like aquariums and like petting zoos and like arcades and stuff built in. Mall crawl, perfect first date. Or bowling. I'm a big bowling fan. I'm not gonna fucking lie. I fuck it up on the bowling alley. I throw it back on the bowling alley. All right. So those are just some fun, good first dates if you're looking to actually like get to know the other person. You know, you're just trying to hook up them. If you disregard that Netflix and chill or whatever, who fucking cares? You're both trying to just get laid. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But that's not how I personally roll. So there's my advice in case you're ever like, I want to get to know them. I want to actually have like a relationship kind of thing. That's the best. Yeah. Yeah, if your partner gets overstimulated, take them to like a quieter but still public area, like a cafe, a quieter, empty one preferably. Yeah, or you can go to like the shoe store if you're at like the if you're at the mall crawl and they get overstimulated. Usually the shoe stores are pretty quiet and not crazy packed or anything. Or the bookstores too. The bookstores can be good too, and I do like going to the bookstores because I mean that's where they got the manga, that's where they got all the novels and all that stuff. Yeah. There you go. Now you know. Now you got some good date ideas. But if you go to the shoe store, it's just a good breathing area because usually they're pretty much less crowded. Not many people are going in there. Or if they are, they're just focusing on going to get the shoes, you know. So it's not usually like crazy loud or anything. That's the tips I can give you for that. All right, we got all the cards for you, Zalfar. Let's talk about your general reading. I was yapping a bit. So we start with the sun, right? The sun is the card of life and light and optimism and warmth. It's simple and happiness it's happiness and pleasure in the simplest of things, right? So it feels like right off the bat, things are pushing you forward. You feel like maybe things are starting to get brighter. You're starting to feel like you're getting in your comfort zone. Yapper King. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure. But it's also just that season. I've been feeling very, very just like snuggly already as myself. So that's why I'm also like thinking I got romance on the brain, my romance brain rot, if you will. But we also followed up with the Nine of Coins, right? And the Nine of Coins is a card of really just enjoying the things that you're looking out for, the things that you want to do. This is your own personal enjoyment and indulgence in the things that have always interested you specifically, right? You're doing things not because you feel like you have to, you're not doing them for other people, you're doing it for you, right? And I feel like that's really what's helping you sort of like come out of your shell and get to enjoy everything. So if it really does feel like right now you're kind of living in your era for yourself right now, right? Oh, the Q in the list. Leonix, are you here? Leonix. Leonix, can you post the Q pretty please? I can just read it, it's fine. I'll read the Q so far. So we're doing Zelfar right now. After Zelfar is Gothosaurus. Then after Gothosaurus is Engar. And then after Engar is Leonix, then Lazy, then Misamo, then Berserk, Set, and 69 Yo Mama. There you go. That's the current queue at the moment. I don't want bromance right now. I want to get laid. I mean, who's to say you can't? I mean, you can fuck your bros. That's fine. Okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, if you and the bro are chill with it, I mean, it's just a bro job, bro. It's just a bro job. But anyways, that brings us to your final card, which is the reverse Seven of Coins. And with the Seven of Coins is a card of like forward motion and change and growth and hard work. In its reverse, it's sort of this feeling of impatience. It feels like you want to move things a little faster, a little quicker, you know? And I quote, nothing's gay if it's for the homies. True. Yeah, anything for the homies, man. And y'all are my homies, right? Indie tips for your bro, it's cool. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's just a bro job. It's fine. Also, hi, Jenny. Welcome in. But yeah, so it feels like for you so far, things are on a good path. It feels like you're starting to do a lot of things for yourself. And maybe you're dabbling into something you've been wanting to learn, wanting to do for a while. But it does feel like you're getting a little impatient. Maybe you wanted things to go faster. Maybe you were hoping you'd make more progress than you have. Whatever the case is, it does feel like you're kind of itching for things to speed up, to get to the point where you wanted it to be at in the first place. And really the best advice I think I can give you is enjoy the journey, right? Even if you're not going as fast as you want it to, even if you feel like you're not making progress at the rate that you wanted to be making it, the best thing you can do right now is to just enjoy the process. Enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, you know, enjoy where you're at right now with everything, right? Also, hi, Bulkhead on YouTube. Welcome in. I think that is sort of the key thing here is it feels like you want so badly to already kind of just like skip and get to the end result. You're like, okay, I want this, and sure, you're doing it because that's something you want, but also like enjoy the process. Take your time with it. There's no need to rush through everything, right? Enjoy the satisfaction of all of your hard work culminating, you know? Yeah, what I want is money to get to go to Offkai. Yeah, I think just enjoy the process of doing what you can for yourself and saving up and getting everything how you want it. And you know, get excited because it's going to feel even more satisfactory when you do finally reach your goals, you know? And I had to sleep soon. I got to host an early Halloween party tomorrow. Oh, that's so much fun. Have a good time, Bulkhead. Thanks so much for popping in. Have a good time with the Halloween party. Oh my gosh. Also, hi, Egu. Welcome in. Welcome in. But yeah, I think the key thing here is don't rush yourself. Don't put that pressure on yourself to just already have it done. I know you kind of are at the point of like, can we please just hurry the fuck up? I just want it to be over with. But I think there is a satisfaction in taking the time to really pay attention to your journey and your process. So when you finally get that end result, it's even more worth it, you know? Don't let your coffee get cold. Oh my God, you're so right, Lazy. Thank you for the reminder. Yes, let me sip some more of my coffee. It's still warm. Ah, you're the best, Lazy. Thank you. So sweet of you. Ah, so yummy. Okay, but yeah, I hope that helps so far. I know that it can be stressful and you kind of want everything to be done right away, right? But sometimes you just have to take your, it's gonna take time, so you might as well enjoy the time that you're taking to make it happen, you know? Can I change one to love? Yeah, you can change yours to love. It's got thesaurus. I think you're next, actually. Let me just double check and make sure who is next. Next up is Gothosaurus. Yeah. We can do a love reading for you. Are there still tarot readings available? Let me take a little sneak peek. It's on the Reading Redeem. All of them are currently claimed, it looks like, at the moment. But as we go through, sometimes some people disappear by the time we get to them. So usually by the end of stream, there's usually like one raffle slot at least. But yeah, so far currently they're taken, but that is still subject to change by the end of stream. depending. Yeah, so next up is Gothosaurus, who wants a love reading. Let's see what we got for you. Whose reading is next? We're doing Gothosaurus. When's your reading? Yours actually is the very last reading. You took the very last slot, Johnny. So Gothosaurus's love reading. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. All right, well, we've got this, we got the love reading for you, Gothosaurus. Let's go ahead and put them on the screen for you. Starting with... And then we've got... And then the final card is... There we go. Alrighty, Gothosaurus. We've got all the cards for you for your love reading. In order of left to right, we have the Empress, we have the Three of Swords, and we have the reverse Wheel of Fortune. So, let's go ahead and start breaking it down for you, starting with the Empress, right? Also, hi, Recolai, welcome in. So many love readings tonight. I told you, the weather's changing. Everybody wants to know about love right now. Everybody's hunting. They're on the lookout. Yeah. So let's start with the Empress. The Empress is a very nurturing, but still very much a leader type card. Somebody that you can trust and rely on, who is full of warmth and wisdom and creativity, right? Romance is a concern for many hard watchers, yeah. Well, it's because I told you, it's because it gets cold. People want somebody to snuggle with. Sometimes it really is just that simple. People look for love because they want somebody to share body heat with. I feel that though. I feel that so hard. I was like literally underneath all of my blankets, including my heated blanket, literally last night. But yeah, so we start off with this very strong, very much like leader type card here with the Empress, somebody who's taking charge, very kind, very caring, very nurturing, right? And then we follow it up with the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak. It is a card of a relationship that has ended. It's, you know, pain, disappointment. It's a broken heart, man. That's what the Three of Swords is, which is really, really unfortunate. So I don't know if it just like didn't work out on like your date with this person, or things didn't go well. But whatever the case is, it looks painful. It looks very fresh, very painful, very sad, honestly. And then it feels kind of exacerbated as well by the fact that we have the reverse Wheel of Fortune, right? So because we have both the Three of Swords and the reverse Wheel of Fortune, the reverse Wheel of Fortune is a setback. It is this sort of like a blockage. The wheel isn't able to continue turning. It's kind of been caught on something and it's sort of stuck in place. And it can be that sense of like feeling stuck, feeling sort of fixed, feeling like things aren't really moving forward as they should be. So I think you need to find what is currently blocking the wheel, and sort of like unclog it, unplug it, so it has the chance to be able to start moving again. Because right now it feels like it's kind of at a standstill for you. I think maybe from this, it feels kind of like a past relationship is kind of impeding on your ability to move forward with new relationships and to move forward in your love life, right? Like it feels like something is stuck, and something, and specifically some sort of heartbreak is stopping you from moving forward and continuing on with your life. Even though you're a very strong, very genuine, very caring and loving individual, based off of the Empress card, right? So insane intentions. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. But it does feel very much like this past heartbreak, this past pain is holding you back from moving forward, from finding new love, from putting your trust in other people, from being vulnerable. And I think if you are looking for love, if you are looking for acceptance, if you are looking for that, the best thing for you to do is to find what that blockage is. What is it that's stopping you from fully allowing yourself to love and be loved, right? And once I think you take care of that, that's sort of like whatever it might be, maybe it's like an insecurity that's popped up from it, or some sort of baggage or trauma from a past pain or relationship. I think once you fully, properly notice it and address it, it'll make it a million times easier for you to actually pursue a path of love that you're looking for right now. You know, but it feels like, as of right now, it feels like it's kind of come to a stop, like a standstill. And you've got a lot of love to give. I think you have a lot of potential to be a really wonderful and incredible partner for somebody. But this blockage is really holding you back right now from finding another person to sort of trust and be there for, you know? But yeah, I hope that helps, Gothosaurus. Fingers crossed. I think you just gotta find what it is that's really kind of nagging at you, that's preventing you. But I don't think it's anything necessarily like, the cards don't read as like you're not good enough. Like, I want to make that clear. The cards are not saying that you're not good enough for love, because you have the Empress card, right? The cards are telling you like you are a wonderful, incredible leader, nurturer, a lover. You're very kind. You're very thoughtful. You want to take care of other people, right? And I think that shows through the Empress card. But some sort of trauma, some sort of insecurity, some sort of baggage from a previous relationship is, I think, stopping you from being able to fully embrace that side of yourself, right? So once you get rid of whatever's blocking your way and move it forward again, I think it'll be very easy for you to find a good love for you. But somebody who can give and receive all of that back to you that you're wanting to give. But yeah, I hope that helps, Gothosaurus. Fingers crossed. Yeah, best of luck. Next up, we've got Engar. And Engar's also looking for a love reading. Yeah. My fingers are always crossed for you, Gothosaurus. I know it's been rough looking for love. It can be sometimes. But once I think you get that all taken care of and you sort of find you're the truth to yourself, you'll be able to find that love that you so much deserve, right? You're such a sweet person, and you will find that person for you. Let's see what we got for you, Engar. For your love reading. Also, I agree, fall does something for the hunt for love or romance. I told you. It's so simple. It's so simple. You need somebody to cuddle with. Because summer, it's too fucking hot. You don't want to touch anybody because it's so hot outside. But now that it's starting to get cooler again and you can feel those winter months coming, it's that instinct to huddle together for warmth and stuff. And so you're like, I gotta find who I'm gonna hibernate this winter with, you know? What about me? It's going into summer. It's because you got your Santa Claus there too. But maybe it's because it's still technically I don't know what's going on over there. It's like spring over there for you, isn't it? Who knows? I don't know how weather works over on in the upside down. I think it's also just because there's so many holidays around this time, right? You've got Halloween, you've got like Thanksgiving, you've got Christmas, you've got New Year's, you have like a whole bunch of holidays that are all like community focused holidays, sort of all jam packed together as well. So you're looking for a little more community as well. So even if you're not necessarily looking for, the cuddle chemicals on full blast, yeah, 100%. There's no hibernation cuddles because it's getting hotter. Like I said, there's also a lot of like community like events and holidays too, which could be affecting. I don't know. I'm not a like sociologist or whatever. The time of vitality and growth. That is a crazy phrase. I'm not sure if that if I'm imagining what you're trying to put down on that, but all right, let's see what we got for you, Engar, for your love reading. But yeah, spring in the upside down. Yeah. Okay, we got all the cards for you, Engar. They are all upside down, so let me just flip them all right side up. Like I was just holding my deck upside down. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you. Starting with... There we go. And then this one. And then this one. There we go. Whose turn is it? It's currently Engar's turn for Engar's love reading. So in order of left to right for you, Engar, for your love reading, we've got Judgment, we have the Magician, And we have the Emperor. So let's go ahead and start breaking it down for you. Well, first of all three of these are major arcana cards. So it feels like there's a lot cooking in your love life right now, because these are all very, very strong cards, right? Also, this track is very chill. Yeah. This track is, let me see. It is Azakaya Sunshine. No. So this one's called Sunshine by Azakaya. Or Azayaka, sorry. Azayaka. Yeah, nice little sweet lo-fi track. Okay, next, so we're starting with Judgment, right? And Judgment is a card of action. It is a card of now is the time to actually make your move, right? The Judgment card is the new possibilities, the change just over the horizon. It's the end of the night, right? And the dawn of something new. So I think in terms of love, this is a banger opening card because it's kind of telling you like now's the chance to strike. If you were looking for love, now's the time to hop on looking for love, right? It's very much like go for it, right? Better to start now. Start hunting, right? We also followed up with the Magician. And the Magician is somebody who sees that spark of potential and knows how to develop it to make it grow into something wonderful and beautiful, right? The Magician is somebody who sees like that sort of block of marble and can see the potential of a statue within it, right? Even though they haven't fully carved it yet, they know they can make something wonderful with it. And I think that's also kind of how you have to look at love too. When you're looking for relationships with other people, you're not gonna immediately be that deep into it. You're not gonna start off with that statue. You're gonna start off with the stone. But if it's good quality materials, you can be like, okay, I can make something pretty good with this. It's gonna take time to get it to where I want it to be, but this is definitely something that I can work with. This is something that can happen, that I can make really work. So I think set your expectations for what you feel you can make work, right? When you're looking for something. Don't necessarily look for the perfect person who's automatically like the perfect partner right off the bat, because I don't think you'll ever find that. I think you'll be looking forever. But rather look for somebody that you feel you can make a good relationship with. Somebody you feel you can make a strong connection with in the future. It doesn't have to necessarily be a super powerful connection right off the bat that you feel like, so we're like perfectly matched, like two halves of a whole, we slot together. It can just be like, I think this person has a lot of potential. I think this relationship with this person has a lot of potential. I think we can do really wonderful things. I feel like they listen to me. I feel like they understand. It feels like they're open to, listening to what I have to offer. And I like what they suggest too. I think we can make something wonderful if we keep, getting to know each other. Right? I think that's how you have to approach it. Use that magician's wisdom to be able to build something beautiful with the other person. And then following up as well with the Emperor, right? The Emperor is taking charge, very much an organizer, a leader, but also, again, the positive results of your hard work. It is going to take time to build up to a relationship that you're probably looking for, that you're probably wanting. It's not going to come all at once. And that's okay, right? It's okay to take it bit by bit, sort of step by step, to build up to that ideal relationship that you're hoping for. I don't think any relationship's going to be at that exact perfect level right off the bat. It takes time and effort and energy, but it's ultimately worth it when you take charge and you lead and you go, this is what I like, this is what I want to do, and this is how I want to move things forward. These are the things I'm looking for in the future to have with my partner, right? Knowing your guidelines for yourself. What are you looking for, right? When you know what it is you want out of a relationship, it makes it that much easier to narrow down where you're hunting, where you're approaching, where you're putting your effort, where you're putting your energy, right? Because sometimes you'll date somebody and you'll realize, oh, you both want completely different things from this relationship, and that's okay. It's not necessarily either of your fault, But I think the sooner you know what it is you're looking for, the sooner you'll be able to actually find it, right? And you can kind of conserve your energy so you can instead invest it once you've actually got what you're looking for. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But it feels like the key thing here is take action, but know what it is you're looking for. And it's okay to build it up from the ground. It doesn't need to be fully developed right from the start. Okay. I think that's the TLDR there for that reading. I hope that helps, Engar. I hope your love hunting is fruitful. Let me sip some more of my coffee. I can feel it gradually getting colder. Yeah, you got this. I believe in you. Next up is Leonix. Oh my god, thank you, Lazy, for the hydrate. I appreciate you. And Leonix also wants a love reading. It does, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad it helps. Also, hi, Elizabeth, welcome in. How are you doing? How's it going? Let's see what we got for your love reading, Leonix. You want your, since you're sub, do you want your oracle card? A love reading, ooh, yeah. Lots and lots of love readings tonight, makes me very happy. I love doing the love readings for y'all. Just that I pop in and say hi. Yeah, thanks so much for popping in. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing good. Let's see what we got for Leonix's love life. What we got in store over here. I hate to cut and run, but thanks so much. Yeah, get plenty of rest. I hope you have sweet dreams, and I hope you wake up well rested for work tomorrow, Engar. Sleep well, okay? Good night. Okay. Let's grab your oracle card as well. Interesting reaction, yeah. Interesting. Okay. An interesting oracle card as well. Alright, let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you, Leonix. Starting with... And then... we've got... And then the last card is... There we go. Okay, we've got all of the cards for you, Leonix, for your love reading. In order of left to right, we've got the Hanged Man, we have Justice, and we have the Sun. And then for your oracle card, we have Winter, right? So very, very interesting collection of cards. Also, hi, Dral. Hi. Yeah, can't hang, but I want to drop by. Yeah, thanks so much, Dral. I appreciate it. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you, starting with the Hanged Man, right? The Hanged Man is a card of introspection. It's self-reflection. I think taking that time to really suspend yourself and really stop and think and reflect on what you want. Yeah, I've never gone all major arcana before. Yeah, that is also a thing, is all of these are all major arcana as well. But we start off immediately with the Hanged Man, which is a card of like really stopping and thinking about what it is that you want for yourself, right? In terms of love, what are you looking for? And also maybe what's holding you back from approaching that love that you're looking for, right? Because it feels like maybe there is like a little bit of like you are tying yourself back. You are holding yourself back from something. And if that's what it is, then why? Why are you doing that, right? I think that's sort of the key thing here. Because it does feel like you are sort of holding yourself back a bit. So the Hangman is a card of like, well, why don't we think about this? Why don't we think about your actions? Why don't we think about what you're being drawn towards and why maybe you're holding back from it, right? We also, because of a Cooper. Okay, well, what can you do about that? What can you do? We also followed up with the Justice card, which is a card of timing, right? It's the right time. It feels like everything's finally sort of aligned. Success is imminent. I think you just need to push forward, right? I think you need to trust that you can make progress. So now's your chance to really get out there. Go get them, tiger. Rawr. That's definitely what it feels like. It feels like the cards are kind of like yelling at you like, go for it. Go for it. Why are you holding yourself back? Why are you tying yourself back? Right? The sort of like self-restraint isn't helping you, I guess. This restraint here is very much like holding you back from what you can actually have. And then we followed up with the Reverse Sun card, which is a card of sort of like a... Well, the sun is normally like warmth and pleasure and happiness. In its reverse, it kind of turns it up quite a few knobs, and it becomes somebody who's very brazen, very bold, maybe even a little bit aggressive. But to me, it kind of feels like you're flying a little close to the sun. Like you're approaching something very, very closely to the point where it feels like maybe you're Icarus flying in the sky. You feel so close to it, but it feels like maybe your wings are melting. So, it's an interesting card to have here with these two, because we have this sense of like restraint and trying to hold yourself back, and yet we have this reverse sun here, which is kind of like, but maybe you're aware, or you're worried that you're going to melt. You're worried that you're reaching a little too close to the sun, right? That's what it feels like. It feels like you're worried you're gonna melt. You're worried you're gonna melt. You're worried you're going to melt your wings and you're gonna fall into the ocean and you're gonna crash and burn. I think that's how it feels, is very much like this fear of, oh, I'm going to burn myself if I get too close kind of feeling. And then that brings us to your Oracle card, right? Which is Winter, which is a card of an ending. It's recharging, but it's also reflection. And I think this can mean a lot of things. I think it can be interpreted in a lot of different ways. But I would say, why do you feel like you're going to get burned, right? Because it does feel like you're sort of playing with fire. Maybe that's how you interpret it. You feel like you're playing with fire. And if that's the case, why does it feel like fire? Why does it feel so scary, so dangerous, right? And so I feel like the Winter card is kind of like, hey, why are you so scared? Why are you so afraid? And yet you're still approaching it, right? So I think really taking the time to really stop and think about what it is you want, what this is with... It feels like it's a person. It does feel like it's a person. Maybe, I don't know. It kind of feels like you're flirting with somebody, but you're scared to like make a move because you think maybe you're going to get rejected or something. This kind of feels like. Also, hi Lashonda, welcome in. How are you? But that's kind of what it feels like. It feels like you're reaching and you're so desperately wanting to get close to the sun, but you're also so scared of getting burned that you hold yourself back. But it still doesn't stop you from wanting to get closer. A kind of thing, like moths to a flame, in a sense. So I think the winter card's like, hey, why don't we cool off? Why don't we take a step back? And why don't we evaluate everything, right? Why don't we stop and think of what is this relationship? What is it that you want? What is it that you're looking for? Is the sun going to give you this, right? Or are you only going to be burned, right? I think that's sort of the key thing here, is really stopping and thinking about what's going to be best for you in the long term, especially if what you're looking for is love, right? Because maybe this could be something that would actually be really good and would be really nice, but you're so scared and fearful of being hurt that you prevent yourself from going out into the sun entirely. Because that's the thing with the sun. The sun is both good and bad. It's not like a purely only good, only bad thing. The sun helps give energy and warmth to the planet and to give light so you can see. It feeds energy to all of the plants and everything. It's good for you, right? But too much of the sun, and you can get sunburn, you can get skin cancer, right? So it's a matter of, what is it you want from the sun? What is it that you're looking for? Where is the line that should be drawn? And are you drawing it preemptively? You know? So I think the card's really telling you to sort of reflect on your relationship with this person, I think, and what it is you want and what it is you're looking for. You know? But yeah, I hope that helps, Leonix. Fingers crossed. Maybe that gives you some insight into your current love relationship kind of vibes that's happening, you know? Good night, Jacob. Sweet dreams. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. You got this, Leonix. I believe in you. Alrighty, next up is Lazy. Yeah, it's Lazy's turn. And Lazy also wants a love reading. So let's see what we got for you, Lazy. Okay, let's see what we got for you, Lazy. Okay. We got all the cards for you. This is very you, actually. This is very fitting for you. All right, let's go ahead and put these up on the screen, starting with What do you mean by that? You'll see, you'll see. You'll see, don't worry. Next up is... I feel like we always get this specific card for you all the time whenever I do your readings. There we go. You're scared? Don't be scared. No, don't be scared. Don't be scared. And then the last card is... Okay, we got all the cards for you, Lazy, for your love reading. In order of left to right. Oh my god. Anon. Anon, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. There you go. There's your 5 kissies, Anon. I appreciate it. Yeah. Very, very kind and thoughtful of you. Okay. So we've got in order of left to right for you, Lazy, for your love reading. We've got the King of Wands. We've got the Knight of Coins, and we have the Star, right? Yeah, thank you, Anon. Such a sweetie pie. So we start with the King of Wands, right? The King of Wands is very passionate, very driven, somebody who wants to really just like take charge of what it is that drives them, right? A very noble, very electric, very energetic type of person that's pushed forward by their drive, and their drive being what moves them forward, what gives them energy, what makes them excited to do anything, right? So I think in this sense, it's like your charisma, your charm comes from what excites you, what motivates you, what pushes you forward. And that could be like maybe you just really like playing like certain types of games, or maybe you like building something, or maybe you like baking, or maybe you like doing XYZ, whatever it is. Your charm is what you love. And the fact that you are passionate about it is what draws people to you, right? It's that passion that makes you sexy, all right? You got to work that passion. You got to be open and just excited for what it is that makes you happy, whatever it is that moves you forward. Whenever you wake up in the morning, whenever you clock in for work, what are you doing it for, right? Whenever you work those extra hours so you can get that extra little bit of money in your paycheck, what are you planning to spend it on, right? That's your passion. That's the thing that at the end of the day, after all of the work's done, after all of the all of the pain and suffering, you come home, you unwind, and you do this, right? Whatever this is. And that's what moves you forward. And that's your charm point. That's the point of yourself that you got to work. You'd be like, yeah, this is the thing that I really love. This is the thing that I'm really passionate about. And I think another charm point of yours is the fact that I feel like we always get this card for you. The Knight of Coins. The simplicity, right? The it ain't much, but it's honest work type of card here. It's the just an honest, hardworking person. Very steadfast, very patient. You know, it is very much the epitome of, you know, I'm not doing anything crazy, and I'm not looking to do anything crazy. I just want to get the job done so I can go home and do the things that I love and be with the people that I love. And like I said, that's your charm point. That's what appeals to other people. That's what they want to see. They want to see somebody who has that stability, who has that kindness, who has that honesty, and is just doing their best to move forward with the things that they love. Who's reading? We're currently doing the reading for Lazy. Yeah, we're doing Lazy's reading. So it is very much like a card of, I think, embrace who you are. Embrace what you love. Because those are what's going to draw people towards you. Those are what's going to show people the actual core of who you are as a person, right? And that's going to help you. That's going to help you find the love that you're looking for, genuinely, right? And then we also followed up with the Star card, right? And I think an important thing with the Star card is the fact that the Star comes after the Tower, right? So after all of the craziness and the destruction of the Tower, after everything feels like it's kind of fallen to pieces and fallen to rubble, the Star is the card of hope, of moving forward, of building something new and trusting within yourself, your own abilities, your own intuition, your own capabilities to move forward, right? It's a card of spiritual growth and a sort of like gentle twinkling light that pushes you forward. You're not a bright light, right? Like the sun maybe, but you're a comforting light. People love stars, all right? I think that's the key thing here is people love the stars. I think they have their own unique sort of quiet charm to them. And they shine in their own ways, and they all tell their own stories with their own unique constellations. You are your own star. And I think that's important for you to realize when you're looking for love, is you have something special about you. You may not be loud and brash and crazy or anything like that, but you don't need to be. You will still be loved nonetheless, right? It's just a matter of understanding what drives you and what pushes you forward. And I think when you show those best qualities of yourself, it's just going to make it easier for you to sort of become the magnet for the other people that are the same, right? When you are openly passionate and openly loving and openly excited to experience life and all of the wonders that it has, you are going to draw the exact same type of people to you as well. You're going to draw people who are out there with their telescope looking for those constellations, looking for those stars. So just trust that if you haven't found somebody yet, it's just a matter of they haven't pulled out their telescope yet to see you. I was just reading just saying, hey, be you, because you needed it. You needed it. I don't think you need to push yourself to be, I don't think you need to pick up those Alpha Riz tactics for $9.99 a month sort of handbooks. Here's how to pick up chicks from a real man. I don't think you need any of that stuff. You don't. Your appeal is who you are. That's your charm point. That's your selling point, is who you already are. And I think when you recognize all of the wonderful qualities that you already possess, you don't need some cheap ass fucking shitty TikTok alpha red pill tactics to show that to other people. I don't think nobody needs those, but they're still catering them to people. The reason why they sell is because people are desperate. They don't realize the wonderful qualities they can have already. Yeah. You don't need it. Yeah. Please don't get red pilled. Please don't get red pilled. I'm begging you. But yeah, I think it is important to note is the fact that you always seem to get that Knight of Coins, right? The Knight of Coins is that very honest, hardworking individual, right? That person who wants to just do their best to keep things simple and just work how they can. And that is your charm, is that you are reliable. You are, you're not trying to overcomplicate anything. Simple is good. There's nothing wrong with being simple. Sometimes things can get overcomplicated. And simplicity is one of the most beautiful things we can have in this time. So I think you should just embrace the simplicity of who you are and who you want to be and what you're looking for. And I think you'll find things a lot easier that way than if you try to overcomplicate it looking for love, Trust in who you already are. Because you're already a wonderful person. Yeah, you feel sleepy soon? I believe in you. I believe in you, Jenny. Alright, next up, we've got... Next up is Misamo. Misamo-chan. Are you here? I think I can do that. Thank you. Yeah, no worries. Hi, I'm here. Hi, Misamo. Welcome in. And Misamo wants a general reading. I got you. Hell yeah. Now, let me drink some more of my coffee. I can feel it slowly getting colder. So yummy. So delicious. I love my coffee. I do need to get more creamer though. I need to write that down. Oh, I need to buy more creamer soon. All right. Let's see what we got for you, Misamo, for your general reading. What are the cards feel like you gotta hear right meow? Okay. We've got all of the cards for you. So let's put them up on the screen, Misamo. Starting with... Hi, Marsh. Welcome in. And then the last card is... There we go. Okay. We've got all of the cards for you, Misamo-chan, for your general reading. In order of left to right, we have the King of Coins, we have the reverse Four of Coins, and we have the reverse Queen of Swords. So let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you, starting with the King of Coins, right? The King of Coins is a card of security and stability. Somebody who's very much a trusted leader full of wisdom. You can think of it as somebody who's got a lot of experience. And through this experience is where they gain their wisdom, right? All of this knowledge is from things that they've personally had happen that they've learned from, right? They've been here a while. They've taken their time, kind of learned everything, but it's through that experience that they've gained all of that wisdom, right? And somebody who other people kind of go to lean on, to trust, right? They're the person that other people feel is sturdy and reliable, right? But interestingly, we followed up with the reverse Four of Coins. And the reverse Four of Coins is a card of kind of passing through life without fully appreciating it. Maybe it's this desire for something you feel like you don't have. Wanting more, but not realizing what you already possess. It feels almost like. So there is this sort of feeling of, right off the bat, it feels like you have like a lot of really wonderful things about you. You've got this like strength to you. And yet it feels like maybe you feel like it's not enough. Maybe you feel like you're not enough, whatever the case might be. But it feels like you're like, I wish I was more like this. I wish I could do more of that. It feels like such a shame. Like this is all I can do. This is all I can manage. I wish I could do this instead, right? Or if only I had developed this instead of this, right? Whatever the case might be, it does feel like you're kind of dismissing the skills and abilities and the knowledge and the wisdom you've already accumulated because maybe you see something else in somebody else that you feel would have been nice if you had it too, you know? But I think the key thing here is kind of passing through life without fully appreciating it, right? I think it can be very easy to dismiss a lot of the things we've learned as, oh, well, anybody could have learned that. Anybody could have done that if they had the knowledge, if they had the experience. Like, that's not that special. But they didn't. They don't usually. And I think recognizing that you do have that experience and you do have that knowledge is in itself impressive. Sure, technically anybody could have gotten it through, you know, going through the very specific means that you went through, but very, very few people ever do, right? And then that brings us to your final card, which is the reverse Queen of Swords, right? And the reverse Queen of Swords is somebody who has maybe been hurt in the past, maybe has been cut down in the past, and now keeps their blade up, keeps their walls up high in order to avoid being made a fool of, to avoid being seen as less than. It feels like a very strong level of perfectionism, kind of taking hold of yourself, keeping yourself up to the higher standard. Don't let yourself slip, don't let yourself trip, don't let yourself fall at a risk of embarrassing yourself in front of other people. It's kind of like you're always constantly on your guard and always critical of not just yourself, but maybe other people too. You're like, if I was in this position, I would want to do this, but they didn't do that kind of thing. It feels like maybe it's starting to leach out onto how you're viewing other people as well. This sense of they should do it this way because I do it this way. And if I can maintain this minimum of X, Y, Z to do all of this, then surely they should be able to do all of that, right? But I think you're not giving yourself enough credit. I think is the kind of like the weird thing here is in your judgment of other people, it's because you're not giving yourself enough credit for what you're able to do, right? You think all of the things that you're doing right now are kind of like baseline. Everybody should be able to handle this and do this. Like, of course, everybody should be able to do this because I can do this. But what you're doing isn't really the baseline. And I feel like the sooner you realize that you're actually doing way more than you probably think, you're actually way more impressive than you probably think. I think maybe that's going to help you start cutting other people some slack too in how you're making things happen and how you're doing everything. And then maybe that'll help you cut yourself some slack whenever things don't work out according to plan or things don't go how you wish they could have, you know? It feels like your overcriticalness of yourself is starting to turn on other people, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Like building a character, like being min-maxed character specialist or an all-rounder, a jack of all trades. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's always going to be specialists in tons of fields, for sure. But I think it is just a matter of, I think your self-critical nature, the way you maybe reject what you're actually capable of, is starting to reach the point where you are being overly critical of everyone else because you're like, well, I can do this. Obviously, everybody else can, you know? Are you gonna go sleep soon? Yeah, good night, Johnny. Sweet dreams. You know, thank you. I always have been hard on myself, so this reading is getting right to the point. Yeah, in a weird way, your self-critical nature is making you more critical of everybody else around you too. Right? That's kind of that's like the gist of the cards. It's like you are so harsh on yourself. You have set such a high standard for yourself that it's now reflecting on everybody else. So it's like the card's like, maybe take a deep breath, maybe realize you're actually doing a lot more than you realize. A lot of what you're doing is not normal baseline stuff, and it takes a lot of specialization, a lot of skill. So maybe also make sure you cut other people some slack too, because they also aren't able to do this, you know? Or if they slip up and they can't do what you're already doing, it's not because they're like not trying. It's not because they're lesser. It's just that you're on another level, man. Like, you're on another level and you don't even realize it. And I think take that to heart. Take that in mind as you move forward with everything. You know? Hope the tarot's been fair for you, gal. Evening. Hi, J-Bomb. Yeah. It's been good so far. But yeah, I think you gotta be gentler on yourself, and in turn that will help you be gentler with others, you know? But there you go. I hope that helps me so much on. Next up we've got Berserk. Berserk, are you here? Yee, hi, Berserk. And Berserk wants a, what is a peace reading? What does that entail? What are you specifically looking? I'm not quite sure I understand what you're looking for that reading. I think I can totally finish this coffee real quick. Okay, I'm almost there, I can chug it, Yay, I finished my coffee while it's still lukewarm and not in fact ice cold. I'm so proud of myself. What cards might bring me peace? What cards might present obstacles? What might be sources of already present? Oh, okay. So, in looking for peace, got you. I got you. Okay. Let's see what we got for you then. Get back in my hand, please. Alright. Hopefully my tongue didn't stick out. I realized I was licking my lips to get the rest of the coffee off my lips. I was like, oh wait, I have tongue tracking on this model. Oh no. I think I'm good. I don't think I caught it. We'll see what we got for you then. Thanks for working with it. Yeah, of course, Berserk. I got you. Oh my god, the fucking lick emotes. That's crazy. So, peace reading for Berserk. Okay, we got all the cards for you. Oh, I gotta grab your Oracle card as well, since you are subbed. So let's grab your Oracle card. Okay. So let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you, starting with... And then... There we go. Alright, we've got all of the cards for you, Berserk, for your peace reading. In order of left to right, we've got the Ace of Swords, we have the Magician, and we have the Emperor. And then for your Oracle card, we have leaves, like the leaves on a plant. So let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you, starting with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a card that is idealism. It's a victory. It's also a card of healing and health, right? Purifying the energy. And to me, right off the bat, this feels like this is the key. This is the key here. You need to literally carve out your space for peace, right? I think the best thing for you to do is recognize what is not giving you peace right now. What is giving you anxiety? What is giving you pain and suffering? And maybe you need to start pruning things a little bit. And that feels especially so in like make your peace, right? Make your zone where you know that this is your peaceful place. This is your happy place, right? So starting off like right off the bat with that. Also, thank you so much. All hail King Zeno for the follow. Welcome in. We also, what does not spark joy? Yeah, exactly. I think it's time for you to start doing though. What is sparking joy and what is not sparking joy? Sort of cleanup of your life, right? We also followed up with the Magician card, which is again sort of seeing the potential for what you can do for your life. What can you build for yourself? What can you carve away, right? Because like I mentioned before with the metaphor of like the builder who has the block of stone, able to see the sculpture hidden within the block of stone, the potential for the sculpture. The key thing here is that you have to carve something away, right? You have to carve some of that rock away in order to get to the actual sculpture. So what do you need to carve away, right? Again, this sense of like carving things away, cutting things out, pruning things, to give yourself the space to carve the space for yourself if you are looking for peace, right? And that's gonna be in a variety of things. Maybe this can be toxic people. Maybe there's just certain people around you that you've kept around because, well, you know, they're like your friend, I guess. But it feels like all they bring to you is negativity. And maybe it feels like all they're doing is kind of just dragging the vibe down or bringing in trouble or bringing in drama, right? Maybe it's time to actually cut them loose and be like, you know, I can't keep having you bring all this drama and all this trouble to me like a cat with a dead mouse, you know? Tarot reading is out of stock. Yeah, it's currently all of them have been redeemed at the moment, but we're working through the queue. And sometimes some people disappear by the time we get to them. We raffle off their slot at the end. Yeah. So even if they're currently out right now, there's still a chance towards the end of stream that you might be able to snag a slot through our little raffle. We'll see. Yeah, they tend to get snagged up pretty fast, but we do this every Thursday. Yeah, I'm always going when Indie calls for me. Yeah, where do you go? Where do you go, Seth? Where do you keep disappearing to? Right? But yeah, so there is a sense of like carving out your space, making your zone for yourself, cutting out the negativity, the things that are very much not bringing you peace. I think that's sort of the key thing there. And then following it up as well with the Emperor card, which is taking charge, right? I think it is just a matter of you do have to take charge for yourself. What is it that you want to set up? What is it that you are going to, through your decree, move forward with, right? Maybe the king says that the king needs to stop doom scrolling on social media at 8 p.m. in order to go to sleep early, right? Maybe that's the king's decree, right? That is a way of carving out your space for peace through cutting something out, right? Is cutting out the doom scrolling, right? Or maybe you gotta start getting some more vegetables or start doing a new routine for yourself. You gotta carve out a proper routine. Maybe you gotta start picking up meditation. Whatever the case is, I think you need to be proactive in declaring what you're going to do to create that peace. Because the only person who can make that peaceful space, that peaceful zone for yourself is you. It is you, you know? And then following it up as well with your Oracle card, which is Leaves, right? Which is a card of renewal, revival, and progress, right? All of these little sprouts need that sunlight in order to grow, but also too many sprouts will start overcrowding each other and they will start fighting for that sunlight. I just accidentally threw the fucking card. Okay, just put that down gently right there in front of me. But it is a matter of if you want peace, you have to fight for it. You have to, when the world is as crazy and as wild and as insane as it is right now in this very moment, the only person who can give you the peace that you are craving is yourself. And that requires fighting for it, right? Like I said, I mean, even just doom scrolling on your phone for hours on end is not helping your peace. Letting toxic people take control of your life and drag in drama that has nothing to do with you is not helping your peace. You have to draw the line in the sand of what are you willing to put up with today? Not fucking this, right? So the card clattering noise, yeah. I think the key thing here is you have to fight for your peace. You have to specifically, wholeheartedly, and with full intention carve out what is not giving you peace and joy right now, right? What is it that you are going to physically cut away from yourself for the sake of your peace? I'm not saying you have to quit everything cold turkey. I'm not saying you have to abandon friends. I'm not saying you have to completely cut yourself off from social media. I'm not saying you have to do all that. But what are you willing to do for the sake of your peace, for the peace of your mind? What's going to help you feel better? Maybe it's like waking up at a certain time and doing sun salutations. Maybe it's tanning your butthole or something in the sun for 5 minutes a day. I don't know. Whatever the case is, I'm not saying you should do that. That's actually not good for you. Scientists have found that tanning your butthole is like not good. That there's a reason why the sun don't shine there, okay? Please. It's very gentle, delicate skin that's there. This is a whole trend, okay? This is a whole trend. This is why I'm talking about it. Yeah, not perineum sunny. It's a whole trend of people laying down naked outside and like fucking legs over their head, getting sunlight on like their perineum on their ass. Right? And it's supposed to, they claim it's gonna help you, like get like more energized or whatever, taking in the sun's rays, but really, it's very, very thin, very, very delicate skin down there. All you are doing is basically dosing yourself with UV rays right in the nutsack, right? It's not helping you. How do they find this out? The scientists are very dedicated, all right? It's just don't tan your butthole. Don't do it. Anyway, hi plays. Welcome in. Now you know. Yeah. Is the queue for tarot stuff full tonight? At the moment, yes. But like I said, towards the end of stream, there's usually like at least one raffle slot available towards the end of the stream. So you never know. It could open up. But currently it's full. Yeah. Keep your butthole hidden. Thank you very much. I have some very non-Twitch safe words to describe that. Yeah. Thank you, Darren. And that will help me pursue and create peace. Yeah. I believe in you. I do not ever plan on being outside without clothing. Well, that's good to hear. There's a reason why it's called the place where the sun doesn't shine. Exactly. Because it's not supposed to shine there. It's not supposed to shine there. Keep it hidden. Keep it protected, keep it safe, keep your butthole safe, alright? Next up on the queue, we've got Set. And Set is actually here right now, unless Set just suddenly decides to disappear right this very instant. And Set says, I would like a general reading. What do the cards think I need to hear? We got the sleep protection spell. Let me see, where is my notebook? Oh, here it is. Tee. Sleep protection spell. Power bestowed upon me by the darkness of the realm. I enact my contract with you in exchange for your magic. Absorb the darkness of my target and leave no trace, so their dreams may be as gentle as the night stars. Nightmare Devourer! There you go. I hope that helps you have sweet dreams, but if not, no refunds or returns, so I really hope that works. That was awesome. Glad you like it. Oh no, Set is gone again. Yeah, Set immediately just disappearing. As soon as it gets to their turn, they just peace out. You are still here, right, Set? You didn't disappear again? Literally the instant you get called. No, you were just talking in chat like 2 minutes ago, bro. Where did you go? I'm still here. Yeah, not you, Jenny. I'm looking for Set. I'm never here. Oh, there we go. There's Set. Okay. There's Set. All right, and Set wants a general reading. I didn't miss my Netflix and chill reading, right? No. You're still good. You're still good. We're doing Set, and then after Set is you, Yo Mama. So you're next. You're next on board, but it's not yet. You haven't missed it yet. So let's see what we got for Set's general reading. Oh my god. Nordy, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Oh my goodness, so sweet of you. I appreciate it. Very, very sweet of you. Oh my god. I was actually debating on whether or not to say I was here, but then I was like, I want my reading. With the gremlin inside of me said not to type anything. That's so funny. Hope the tarot's going well. Yeah, it's going good. We got lots of love readings tonight, which is always fun. I love doing love readings for you guys. Honestly, some of my favorite readings to do are the love readings. I do like doing the other readings too, but I'm a nosy bitch. I like to know what's going on in your love lives. Oh my god, thank you, Ren, as well, for the gift sub to Vortexiality. John's gonna be so happy about that. Yeah, it's love season. Everybody's hunting for love right now. Yeah, very, very sweet. Yeah, congrats, Jeremy, on the sub. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, and that's officially your 1-year badge too. Oh my goodness, Jeremy. Look at you. Yeah. Ooh. Well, we're not doing a love reading on this one. This one is a general reading for Set. But I believe the next reading is a love reading. Yeah. So yeah, the full subs are always fun. Let's see what we got for you, Set, for your general reading. Okay, and let's grab your oracle card. What are you doing over there, Leonix? What are you doing over there, Leonix, huh? I have exactly 0 love questions right now because I gave up on it. No, there's no need to give up. Set, like I was telling everybody earlier. Set. It's prime hunting season for love. Everybody's looking for love right now. I think if you want to hop on the love train and start looking, now's the chance. Now's the chance to grab somebody. Now, it's almost Halloween, Set. You could bag a goth mommy if you tried. I believe in you. You could do it. It was a misinput. I gotcha. I don't have a sub. Yeah, they're random. They're very random with whenever they click to like gift subs, it's usually just random unless they specifically type in the name of somebody. So sometimes some people get them and some people don't. It's just, yeah, it's just random. It is what it is. Let's see what we got for your Oracle card as well. Set. We got... Oh, okay, okay. I gotcha. Let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you. Well, we can start breaking it down. I love your sub. Thank you. Yeah, I love the little sub badges that everybody has for it. It's so cute. The little stars and the clouds, and it's actually pre-made sub badges, but they just fit my theme and everything so perfectly that it works out so nicely. Yeah. Let's see here. So the first card we've got for you set is... Oh my god, Set, what a sweetheart, Set. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for giving a gift sub to Jenny. So sweet of you. Yeah, now you got a little star next to your name. Yay. Yeah, now you're all nice and subbed. Let's see here. We've got the first one, which is... Boop. There we go. Busting out all the emotes. That is one of, I think, my favorite parts of the subs, is getting to use the emotes for people. So many people have such cute emotes. I need to make more emotes, honestly. And then the next card we've got is... There we go. Yeah, hype, hype, hype. I think my favorite emote so far is this way. the shaking, trembling high. The wave. Apple is a crowd favorite. Apple is absolutely, I think, one of my top emotes, which is so funny because it wasn't even originally an emote. It was a couples thing that I drew for me and Harper. I drew because it was based off like the apple cat and the banana cat meme, you know, where it's like apple cat and banana cat are always next to each other. So I drew me as apple cat and I drew Harper as banana cat, but he's just so peak standing there like that. It's like a standing man emoji, but Appledore. He conveys such emotions that could not be conveyed otherwise. It is only through Appledore. How can I commission you to draw me a strawberry cat? You can. You could. It'd be fun. I kind of want to redraw Appledore so he matches my current design, because he's got technically my old design on it. But he's just so perfect as is regardless. I kind of don't want to do any changes to him. I think he's beautiful as is. That's what makes it tough. The most emotion of all time, for real, yeah. He conveys things that words alone cannot say. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words, but an Appledore keeps the doctor away, so... Why change perfection? True, true. What if I'm never able to recreate that masterpiece ever again, no matter how hard I try? So it's better just to stick with what I got, you know? Alright, and then the last card we've got for you is this one. Alright. We got all of the cards for you set for your general reading. So in order of left to right, we've got the Eight of Swords, we have the Reverse World, and we have the Reverse Chariot. Wrong, no Apple, Netflix, and chill, keep the doctor. I don't know if that's how that works. I think these best capture my most frequently felt emotions. Yeah, the sob dere, the heart dere, and the finger poke. I do use the finger poke one a lot. That's one of my favorite ones that I've made. I will say the sob dere was made by my friend Oro. I didn't draw the sob dere, but it's just such a good emotion. It's also a very popular emote. It's just the sob. Who's reading? We're currently doing sets reading. Yeah, we're doing sets reading. So for your reading set, in order of left to right, we've got the Eight of Swords, we've got the Reverse World, and we have the Reverse Chariot. And then for your Oracle card, we have Preserve, like fruit preserves. So we start with the Eight of Swords, which is a card of feeling frozen in place, sort of stuck, usually out of a sense of fear of maybe if you move forward, you're going into a worse situation, right? It's the fear of leaving a bad situation because of something holding you back, right? Maybe it's because you feel like you can't get out of that situation, or maybe you feel like it's because if you leave that situation, you'll find yourself in something worse. Whatever the case is, you feel stuck in place. But it's a kind of stuck that you can break out of if you choose, right? Also, hi, baby. Welcome in. How are you? Right? And the reason why you're able to break out of this is because it's the Eight of Swords, right? You're holding the sword. You can cut yourself free, but you choose not to out of a lingering fear, right? Like I said, it could be that you're scared that whatever's out there, whatever predicament you end up in after you cut the ropes, could be worse than what you're currently in right now, being tied up, right? And that kind of stops you from moving forward or getting yourself out of the currently bad situation. We also followed up with the Reverse World card, which is kind of in itself a warning and a reassurance. While the World card is a card of like reaching success, the path of liberation, hitting like the achievements that you're looking for, completion. In its reverse, it's kind of like the journey is not really over, right? The journey is not done yet. You are still going. You are still moving forward. It ain't done. Keep moving. Don't give up yet, right? With the heck thingy, yeah, vortexiality. But yeah, so right off the bat, it's the sense of like almost the card kind of trying to reassure you of like this isn't the end, but right now you are stuck in place. If you want to move forward, if you want to reach that achievement that you were looking for, you have to keep moving. It is not the end. It will not be the end for a while, right? So even if you're scared that you're going to end up in a worse situation right now, maybe things will get worse initially. But sometimes you kind of gotta have to rough it up a little bit before things can get better, right? You can think of it in the sense of like sometimes things get messy before they get to the point where you want it. Like think of it like slime. When you're making slime, it is a very, very messy process to make slime. But there reaches a point where it actually starts to come together, and then it starts to get cleaner and starts to get nice and neat. And oh, look at that. Now everything's working as it should be. Everything's where you wanted it to be. It didn't seem like it was going to be. It looked like it was going to be a hot mess of glue and shaving cream. But then you slowly start dripping in that borax, and then it goes from like stringy and even goopier and stickier to all of a sudden, oh, it's a nice slime texture, right? Now it can hold its own. Now it can pick up all of the other pieces that it was, getting all gooped up everywhere. It's kind of like that. It feels like sometimes you have to take the risk and risk things being a little bit worse before they get better. But it's a way of breaking out of the bad that you're already in, right? So I think you have to let go of the fear of like, if I do this, everything's over kind of vibe. Sometimes you just got to remember it ain't over. It's not over yet. And now's your chance, if any, to keep moving forward, to keep moving down your path, right? You also followed up with the Reverse Chariot as well. And the Reverse Chariot is a card of success, but at a cost, right? You will get what you want, but you have to let something go. You will get what you're looking for. You will achieve your victory. But it requires something. It requires some sort of sacrifice. It is going to be a little painful. It is going to be a little difficult. But it is ultimately a necessary step to move forward to your end goal, to move forward towards your journey, right? And then bringing that up as well with your Oracle card with Preserve, like fruit preserves. Security, forethought, and thriftiness. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Is essentially what the cards are saying. It's gonna get worse before it gets better, but it will get better. And so I think if you want to get out of the situation you're in right now, because you don't like the situation, but you're scared because, well, what if it's worse? Okay, well, what if it is? What if it is? For a little bit, but then ultimately it gets better. Wouldn't you rather truck it for just like a short period of time to get to a better point, and then things are actually legitimately better, than to just stay where you are right now, stagnating, you know? You at this point, I think you have to think about the future. Rather than the now, rather than the moment, the preserves card tells you to think about the future. And in the future, things could get better. But it's a matter of taking that risk now to set yourself up on that specific path for your journey, you know? So, will you do it? That's basically what the cards are saying. I hope that helps, Set. Fingers crossed. Sometimes you just gotta kind of take that risk, take that short amount of pain now in order to set yourself up for better things in the future. Don't let yourself get complacent because it seems scarier. You know, the journey is still going. You still have so much life ahead of you, so much things you can do ahead of you. Don't settle just yet. It's hard to do the thing though. I believe in you. Indie tarot question: is your oracle deck part of the same set as your tarot deck? No. It's a different one. There is a oracle and tarot combination deck of this deck, but I don't have that. I just have the tarot deck. No, the oracle deck that I use is the Green Witch oracle deck. That's what I use, if you were curious. And then the deck that I use for my tarot is the Botanica tarot deck. There you go. But yeah, I hope that helps. Fingers crossed, Sat. Next up is Yo Mama. So you said Netflix and chill. I'm guessing you just want like a love reading? You want like a love reading? Yo Mama? Thank you for the hydrate, Jenny. I appreciate it. Is Yo Mama still here? Did Yo Mama disappear? Yo Mama, you here? Oh, there we go. My question is why Indy likes me so much. Can I have their Tinder? Oh my gosh. Well, I don't have my Tinder anymore. Dealer's choice, please. Surprise me. Okay, dealer's choice then. Let's see, what do the cards feel like you need to hear right now then? What do the cards feel like you gotta hear? Yeah, no, I haven't used Tinder in years. It's been like 5 years since I've last used Tinder. It's been a long time. So what we got for you? Okay. We got the cards for you. Let's put them up on the screen. Starting with... Dun, dun. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then the last card is... There we go. Okay. We've got all of the cards for you, Yo Mama, for your what the cards feel like you need to hear right now reading. So in order of left to right, we've got the 10 of coins. We have the reverse temperance card, and we have the reverse 10 of wands. So let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you, starting with the 10 of coins. The 10 of coins is a card of security and stability. It's taking that time to really look into what it is you want, what it is you're looking for, and to build something up that's sustainable, right? It's that sustainability of setting yourself up for the future, building up what you want that will carry you forward. We also follow that up with the temperance card. And temperance is a card of going with the flow, kind of letting things happen as they happen. But in its reverse state, temperance sort of becomes like a card of blockage. In a sense, it's like a vulnerability. Stability can wait its ads. I gotcha. We'll pause then. We'll pause the reading while the ads play. Bad timing for those ads, but you know how it is. I do not control it. Gives me a chance to hydrate though, so that's all good. There's never a good timing for ads. Yeah, unfortunately. But Twitch forces it no matter what. I can't really control that. I would just turn them off if I could, but it is what it is. At least I got my water. I already finished my coffee, so now I gotta hydrate. I have to drink actual hydration now. Actually, while the ads are playing, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really, really fast. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, you know how it is when you when you drink a lot of liquid. It's gotta happen. It's gotta go somewhere. It goes straight through you. Okay. Shuffling the cards is done. Yeah, I haven't really had the chance to use that BRB screen. Normally, I'm just doing all of my stuff in like one straight shot. I don't really I don't really BRB that often. Yeah, especially coffee. Yeah. The poop man came and I owe him money, so the coffee becomes tears. No, he's okay. Don't worry. Okay, so we were doing Yo Mama's reading for what the cards feel like they need to hear. Okay, so yeah, we have the 10 of Coins, which was the card of security, stability, and setting things up so you have that sort of like that stability for specifically like your future, setting up your network for yourself, right? My favorite vocal stim to my wife is pissing all by yourself, Hansel. Yeah, damn, boy, you sound like you're frying chicken in there. I like that. Oh my god. Another one of mine is, I'm a thirsty little flower. That's such a stupid ass comic, but I think about that comic all the fucking time. Ooh, I'm a thirsty little flower. You'll have to water me with your pee. And the other guy's just like, I'm not doing that. And then the third guy is like, oh, and just let him die? Just let him die? Oh, that's so fucking funny, dude. Oh, God. I think about that comic all the fucking time. It's so stupid. Alright, so we've got, so we covered that 10 of Coins. We followed up with the reverse of the Temperance card, which is a card of kind of like corruption, a breach in one's defenses, or a sense of vulnerability. But it feels like, at the end of the day, it feels like you're kind of getting stuck. It feels like maybe the waters are starting to stagnate, and rather than going with the flow, it feels like you're kind of fighting with the current. You're kicking up mud, and you're making things difficult for yourself. I would say don't fight so hard to go in a specific direction. Sometimes it's best to just let things take you where it wants to take you. And usually you'll end up getting to where you actually want to go even faster than that when you don't fight it, right? It may seem like you're taking the long way around, but in essence, you're actually shortening your trip by not fighting against the current, right? And that also brings us to your other card, which is the reverse 10 of Wands, right? And the reverse 10 of Wands is a card of troubles are temporary. The difficulties will be washed away. So whatever you're currently fighting against, whatever you are currently trying to avoid, or you're trying to, go the opposite direction of, it's not going to last forever. So like I said, it feels like you are doing your best to go in the opposite direction of where the river is taking, where the current is going. Rather than doing that, it's easier just to let it take you where it wants to go. And then whenever it starts to calm down, you can then go in the direction you're heading in. Rather than trying to fight it right now and wasting your energy, just let it take you where it wants you to go, and then you can go from there. That's going to be legitimately your best bet. It's not going to last forever where that current strength is and where it's taking you right now. So just ride the waves and move forward, right? There's no need to fight against what's already being thrown against you. You can work with what you got, right? I think adaptability is the key thing here. Learn that sense of adaptability. Let life kind of like throw things at you and roll with those punches, right? And it's when you do that you're able to move forward much faster, much easier, with significantly less stress, with significantly less needing to force effort to make things happen, right? Let things happen as they happen and then go from there. Like I said, the troubles are temporary. The difficulties will be washed away. So just let things happen and let them play out right now, and then go from there. That's your best bet in moving yourself forward in that direction that you're looking for, But yeah, I hope that helps. Divine timing, basically, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta let shit play out, man. If you try to force yourself to go left when the current's trying to push you right, sometimes you just gotta let the current carry you to the right, and then you'll find out that there's actually a curve and it's gonna take you where you wanted to go anyways. And so you just had to go right for like a little bit of time, and now you're automatically headed on the path to going left where you wanted to go anyway. And you saved yourself some energy rather than trying to fight against it in the first place. It's like, oh, we were headed the same place anyway, you know? Let things play out, and then you can go from there, and you can formulate your plan after that. But whatever you're going through right now, it's not going to last forever, so don't stress about it. It's not worth stressing over, you know? But yeah, I hope that helps, yo mama. Fingers crossed. The rip current of time. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Spicy Palm. Welcome in. Oh my god, the chair is like, ugh. Okay. Next up, we've got, I believe it is actually Jenny's turn now, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, it is Jenny's turn. You're still here, right, Jenny? You didn't disappear on me? Yep, okay, good. And Jenny wants a reading for your man. I gotcha. Let's see what we got for you. And we'll also give you the Oracle card because you're subbed. And then we'll probably do a raffle slot anyways, since we're still pretty solid on time. And I did just go to the bathroom, so I don't need to go to the bathroom anymore. We can extend the stream a smidge longer. Extend the stream. We'll see how it goes. The stream of time, yeah. It keeps moving forward. See what we got for you, Jenny. Okay. And let's grab your Oracle card. Super Eepers, yeah, good night, run, sweet dreams. Okay, we got all the cards for you, Jenny. So let's put them up on the screen. So hi, Alex, welcome in. You're so tired, yeah, get cozy. Get all nice and comfy cozy with us. There we go. All right, you got all the cards for you. So in order of left to right for your reading for your man, we've got the Queen of Cups, we've got the Emperor, and we have the Nine of Swords. And then for your Oracle card, we have Watering Can. So let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you, starting with the Queen of Cups, right? The Queen of Cups is very much somebody who is right there, ready to be the shoulder for somebody to rely on. They're very artistic, very dreamy, very much a romantic at heart, somebody who's looking out for somebody, right? This is also somebody who is, looking to use their power to help and to heal, right? To help and to heal those that are important to them and that mean a lot to them, right? You can think of it as the sense of using your power for the sake of strengthening other people. And in this case, it could be for your man, right? So it feels like this is your chance to really show that you are a queen, right? Following that up as well with the Emperor, so the King card, if you will, somebody who's taking charge. I think this is something that's good for you, is to be proactive in taking charge in what you want to do and what you want to help with for him, It seems like he's going through kind of a lot of stuff right now. And I think allowing yourself to be like, here's what I can do to help, to show that I'm by his side, that I'm right here with him. I think being proactive in that is going to legitimately help a lot, right? Because we have this 9 of Swords card, right? And the 9 of Swords card is the card of sometimes there's rest that's needed because of pain or illness. It's oppression, suffering, burden, or grief, right? The poppy on the 9 of Swords is here to help heal pain. So to me, this feels like this could be like maybe he gets sick, or maybe there's just like some sort of grief, whatever the case is. It feels like something is happening. And now is your chance to really step up to the plate and be proactive and like, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. You don't have to deal with this alone, right? We can handle anything together. So just trust me, right? I'm right here, right by your side. I think this is the key thing right now, because it feels like he's kind of going through a lot, sort of mentally, or at least like sickness wise, whatever the case is. But it does feel very much like there's something going on, and this is something that you can be there for him for, right? And that feels especially amplified by your Oracle card, which is Watering Can, which is a card of asking for help and sharing the burden, right? Again, the sense of not everything needs to be done by one singular person. You're a team, you're partners, you're working together. So I think if he feels like he's carrying a lot of weight on his shoulders, you can be like, hey, share some of that burden with me. I'm right here for you, right? You don't have to deal with this alone. And I think even just telling him, you don't have to deal with this alone, I'm right here, can do wonders in just helping with difficulties, right? But I think just being proactive and being like very forward with the fact that you're there for him and you care and that you want to help. And what can I do to help? Here's what I did to help. I think that can legitimately help immensely, even if you feel like you can't do very much, maybe distance-wise, right? But even just being an ear to listen or a shoulder to cry on, right, can do so much in helping ease the burden. Also, hi, Coffee. Welcome in. But I think that's the key thing here. It feels like he's kind of going through a lot right now. And now is your chance to really step up and be like, I'm here for you. You don't have to do this alone. We're a team, right? So as a team, trust on your teammate, aka me, to help you get through it. And I think that will be really what he needs right now, So there you go. I hope that helps, Jenny. Fingers crossed. And I hope things get easier for him. It seems like things are difficult, but it's not something that he has to deal with alone. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I'm not sure, but it could be maybe it's something coming up if it hasn't happened yet. Whatever the case is, whatever difficulties, I think just verbally reassuring your partner of like, hey, whatever happens, I'm here for you, can be incredibly helpful and incredibly reassuring in itself. Just be like, we're doing this together. We're getting through everything together, right? I think even just keeping that, like saying that out loud, can help a lot, But yeah, I hope that helps, Jenny. Fingers crossed. I hope everything goes okay. But just stay strong. Stay strong for the both of you. And I think it'll be okay. Alrighty. I think let's do a couple of raffle slots. So, for those of you in chat who have not gotten a reading yet from me today, and you would like one, I am thinking of a number between 1 through 10, and the first person to guess the number can get the reading. So I'm gonna, oh my god, wait, I was literally thinking 4. How did you immediately guess it, Egu? That was so fast, what the fuck? I was literally looking at the number 4, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna say 4. Okay. That's crazy. I feel like y'all are starting to get synced up to my mind or something, how often this happens. Alright, well, we'll still do one more after this one, so don't worry too much if you missed your shot. So, what would you like for your reading, Egu? What are you looking to get? I'm waiting for a psychology diagnosis to come out. Oh, like on you? Or get psychoanalyzed or something? Yeah? Okay, okay. So you wanted to see like what the results are gonna be? I don't know if I can tell you anything specific like that, but I guess I can give you the card's advice for when it happens, for when you get your results, I guess. Is that what you're looking for? So like my cards can tell you, yeah, you have BPD, you got ADHD, you got depression, you got anxiety. The cards don't really say that, but we can see what they got for like when you get it, how to handle it, kind of thing. Yeah, next steps after finding out. Yeah, I gotcha. Well, let's see here. Go ahead and shuffle. And then since you're subbed, we'll also give you an oracle card as well. Back in my hand. There we go. My cards are trying to escape. They're trying to make a jailbreak. When did so many little fellas appear? How long have y'all been summoning little guys? They keep multiplying every time I look over. Okay. Let's grab your oracle card. They're all hiding on the ceiling like a bunch of spiders. Yeah, somebody get the duster over there, the feather duster, and knock them off. I mean, I could knock them off. I could just... We'll leave one. We'll leave one up on the ceiling. Let them keep going. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and put these cards up on the screen for you, Egu. Starting with They're all immediately climbing back up. They crave the ceiling. They crave it. And then the last card is... There we go. All right. We've got all of the cards for you, Egu, for your next steps after getting the diagnosis stuff. So, in order of left to right, we've got the reverse 3 of Swords. We have the reverse 5 of Wands. And we have the 6 of Coins. And then for your Oracle card, we have Sow, like sowing seeds. So let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you, starting with the reverse 3 of Swords. The reverse 3 of Swords is past heartbreak, past pain kind of resurfacing a little bit, right? Which makes sense if you're getting a diagnosis. That probably means that you're going to therapy. And what do you do in therapy? You unpack all of your past trauma and you work through it, right? So right off the bat, it feels like you're going to be going through a lot of memories of old pain, a lot of old regrets, old relationships that may have ended, but it is also a card of lessening that pain, right? Time heals all wounds, and talking through the past and working through it is going to genuinely help you a lot. It's not going to cure you, but it will help you, right? So I think taking that time, setting up that safe space for yourself and working through everything that's happened before and processing it, understanding it, coming up with new coping mechanisms and strategies is going to help you immensely in moving forward with your life. It's only when you fully process the past that you can actually truly move on to the future, you know? I also followed up with the reverse 5 of Wands. And the reverse 5 of Wands is a card of victory after conflict. It's new opportunities, and it's also a card of peace, right? So as scary as it seems, right, having to go through all of the, maybe you feel like you're reliving some of that trauma, trying to work through it, it's ultimately worth it at the end of the day. Because of it, you are going to end up victorious. You are going to move yourself forward. You are going to finally achieve that peace that you are looking for. As scary as it may seem, it will be worth it at the end of the day. That's what the reverse 5 of Wands tells you. Definitely been digging into my past to give the professionals some stuff to work with. Yeah, for sure. But it feels like it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. So as painful as sometimes can be to look back at the past, to work through a lot of that pain, the reverse 5 of Wands tells you this is going to create new opportunities for you. This is going to help you move forward. This is going to help you move on, right? And then following up as well with the 6 of Coins. The 6 of Coins is a card of the fruit of your labor. When you take that time and that effort and that energy and you devote it to improving yourself, you will always find genuine results at the end, right? When all of that effort is not wasted. All of that time, all of those tears, all of those memories resurfacing, it is not wasted, okay? So as scary as it can be, as painful as it can be, maybe some days will feel worse than others, you know? Having all of that pain resurface, because some days will be worse than others. But ultimately, I think it's important for you to remember that the goal of you working to improve yourself to get through all of this is ultimately going to be worth it. It's going to push through. And at the end of the day, after the end of all of this, after you work through everything, you will feel lighter, you'll feel stronger, and you will feel like the best version of yourself moving forward. It will be worth it. So I think you just have to trust the very messy, very dirty process, but it will work through. I think you will find genuine results. And then that brings us to your Oracle card as well, which is Sow, which is planning, setting intentions, and optimism. I think look towards the light. So even when things get difficult now, you just know, like, it's going to get better. As long as I keep putting in this effort, as long as I keep listening to what I got to do, as long as I work through this and understand and accept these parts of myself, You know, understand what was within my ability, what wasn't within my ability, letting go of past regrets, understanding that a lot of these things weren't your fault, accepting responsibility for the things that were, and moving forward to improve yourself. All of these things, moving forward with the optimism that you are going to get through it as a better, whole individual person, is just going to make things much easier for you, right? So even when you, like, because you will have difficult days. As somebody who's done quite a bit of therapy myself, there are some days after therapy where you kind of feel like, because sometimes it's a lot. Sometimes it's a lot, right? It is a lot. But when you work through everything, when you realize, you know, oh, these are the things I was doing that were causing issues, I need to actively focus on not doing these things so I can stop causing that same issue over and over again, right? Or, oh, that happened to me and I thought that was something I could control, but it actually wasn't. I need to accept that I can't do this and this and this and this and this. And letting go of that fear of like no control and moving forward is also going to give you that reassurance of like some things are just out of your control. You just got to roll with the punches, right? It is only through recognizing that all this time and effort and energy you're putting into it is ultimately so you can create the best version of yourself in the future. You're doing all of this right now, all of this grunt work right now, all of this dirty work right now for future you. And future you is going to be so fucking thankful, dude. Future you is going to be living their best fucking life by the end of this. As long as you stick with it. As long as you continue to get down and dirty in the therapy trenches with all this and you follow the instruction and you do what you got to do for yourself, you will find that future you will be like, hell yeah. Thank you, past me. Thank you, past grilled egg woo, for all of your hard work. Right? So, I think it's just thinking about how it's going to be for future you. Future you is going to be thanking past you. As long as you remember to keep putting in that time and effort and energy, none of it will be wasted. You know? But yeah, I hope that helps. I hope that helps, Egu. Sometimes you just gotta have that reassurance of like, it's all worth it. It's all worth it in the end. And just thinking towards the future. Should future me report back in a while? Yeah, I think you should. I think future you should be like, I think you should keep a journal of stuff too, of like your progress. Because then whenever you look back on it in the future, you're like, man, look at how far I've come, you know? Look at the differences, look at how much I've grown. And I think reveling in that future you's progress is a great way to do it. So making that scrapbook, each iteration of future you can look back on past and be like, man, I've really improved. I've really gotten better. You know, I've really been getting my shit together kind of thing. Make a journal or a scrapbook or something to flip through. All right, and then we got, I think we can do one more raffle slot. So, for those of you in chat who have not gotten a reading yet from me today, and you would like one, I am thinking of a number between 1 through 10, and the first person who can guess it will get the reading. I'll let you know when somebody guesses it. For now, I sip my water. Nobody's guessed it yet. You guys can keep guessing. I'll let you know. It's not 9. It's not 5. It's not 1. You're whittling down your choices. It's not 3. You're close. But, well, actually you're not close. But you're narrowing down your choices. It's not actually close. I don't know why I said you're close. That's your other hint. It's not close to 3. I realized I was like, wait, no, I'm gonna give them the wrong idea. They're gonna start guessing wrong numbers. I'm trying to help you. It's not close to 3. I think it's between you and Spicy Palm on who's gonna get it. So it's just a matter of which one of you guesses it. It's not 7. Try not to give too many hints. I'm trying to bite my tongue while I wait. Come on, you're whittling down your choices. It's not 1, it's not 3, it's not 7, it's not 9. It is in fact 8. Yes. It was 8. It was 8. Congrats. It's so funny. Spicy Pong guesses 9 and 7. You did the 2 numbers right beside it. Yeah, the number was in fact 8. What would you like for your reading, Taiko? Yeah, what do you want for your reading? Just a general future reading? Yeah, we can do that for you. Yeah, people get all kinds of readings if you're new to it. Like we've done a bunch of like love readings, we've done career readings, we've done just general readings, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we can definitely do just a general reading for you. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got for your general reading. Well, so thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I wanted to guess the number on the first try, so I'm relieved I didn't get it. Yeah, somebody else already guessed it on the first try for the first raffle slot. The number was 4, and they immediately guessed 4 as the very first one. It would have been a little crazy if y'all guessed both of the numbers on the very first try. I'm like, damn, y'all are in my mind. Deep within the recesses of my brain. You've already soul linked to my synapses, apparently. So I'm glad it took y'all a while. Aura maxing. Oh my god. Yeah, look at the little apple dairy aura farming. Oh. Apple dairy is very Sigma. Mm-hmm. Let's see what we got for you. Okay. We got the cards for you, so let's put them up on the screen. Starting with... And then we've got... And then... There we go. Alrighty. We've got all the cards for you, Taiko. In order of left to right, we've got the Two of Cups, we've got the Reverse Fool, and the Reverse Emperor. So, we start with the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a card of a symbolic, like symbiotic relationship. So usually it doesn't necessarily have to be another person, but it can be, but it's a reciprocating relationship where two things work together in like this perfect harmony. What you're giving, the thing is getting, and what the thing is giving, you're getting, right? It's working out. It feels like you mesh super well together. It could be another person, could just be maybe it's like your job. You feel like you really like you slotted yourself in a place in your job, your work, or it could just be like you found like your hobby and this is like really working out for you. Whatever the case is, it feels like there's like this sort of symbiotic relationship that is gluing you and holding you together and pushing you forward, right? In a very healthy, beneficial manner. It feels like you have found something or someone that is genuinely giving you what you need, and that you're also giving what it needs or what they need, right? Well, the case is that's what the Two of Cups represents, is this sense of this sort of like beautiful ecosystem building upon each other. Everybody's like working together to build upward and upward and upward, right? But then we follow it up with the reverse Fool card, right? And the reverse Fool card is a card of thoughtlessness. It's maybe a little bit of recklessness or maybe some foolish choices. It feels like you're not fully thinking things through, right? While the Fool is very much like a dreamer, very much free, nothing really tying them down. It's usually a lack of responsibilities, a lack of worries. And its reverse can be like somebody who's not really thinking through all of their choices, who's kind of just like blazing through life without fully thinking it through. And I think that's, you're missing out on a lot because you're kind of walking through everything without really processing what's happening around you, what's going on over here, right? What's going down. Maybe I should think about my choices, where I want to head to, what direction I'm going. It feels like you're kind of just letting life take you on that ride without too much thought, right? But then we also followed up with this reverse Emperor card as well, which to me feels like this is where it's kind of coming in with that recklessness, those thoughts and those choices. Is, while the Emperor is normally very much a leader, the Emperor is very much somebody who takes charge and helps lead with the good example, the positive results of your hard work. In its reverse, it kind of bumps up some of those qualities a little bit too high to the point where it becomes sort of like tyrannical. Like you become like a bit of a tyrant, very much overbearing, inflexible. Maybe you're letting your ego get in the way. So you have something really beautiful, really wonderful here, right? You have something really wonderful, really incredible that's very difficult to find. But it feels like you're very close to fucking it up if you're not careful, right? I think you got to be very, very careful, very thoughtful with your choices right now. Because it feels like maybe you're not giving it the chance to breathe and the chance for it to grow and the chance for it to show what it has to offer, right? Whether this other half, right? We'll call it the other half, whether it's a partner, a relationship, like work, whatever it is, this symbiotic relationship you have, it's really good for you, but it feels like you are not giving it the credit it deserves, and maybe you're trying to push it to be something that it doesn't need to be. That you're trying to force your way onto something that's already so beautiful and so amazing and working so incredibly on its own. And maybe your actions, because you're thinking, oh, well, this will be great. This will be great if this happens. But it's already kind of pushing into rough territory where I feel like you could break it, right? You're trying to bend it to go into a certain way that it doesn't need to bend. It's already doing just fine as is. There's no need to force different parts to fit into different places that it doesn't need to. And if you're not careful with your actions and your choices of realizing, okay, well, I don't need this, I don't need that. Like, it's okay if I let this go. I think it's important for you to recognize that, because it feels like if you're not careful, you're going to break it. You're going to break this wonderful, beautiful thing you have. With thoughtless choices and actions if you don't realize what you already have, right? So I think the best thing for you to do is to just take a step back and really see what it is you already have. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of vibes is what I'm getting from this. It feels like you're trying to fix something that does not need to be fixed. You're trying to push something to be something that it does not need to be. And by doing that, you risk losing it. Does that make sense? Like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. And I think as long as you sort of keep that in mind, it'll work out. But just be careful not to let your inflexibility or potential controllingness or ego get in the way and make you lose something so beautiful and so precious. You know? Let it be what it needs to be, because it's doing a great job. It's doing a great job, you know? But yeah, I hope that helps, Tycho. Fingers crossed. I think just let it breathe. Let it be what it needs to be. And then if you need to, you know, help it along the way, you can help it along the way. But there's no need to push it further than it needs to go. Right? Like I said, you don't gotta reinvent the wheel. That really hit home. You're very sincere and thoughtful. Oh, well, I do genuinely hope it helps, you know? Sometimes you just gotta realize that not everything needs to be maximized and improved for pure perfect efficiency and all this other stuff. Sometimes things just run well, and that's all they need to do, and you don't need to pare it down even further and further to like min-max things. It's okay for a thing to just exist in a imperfect but beautiful state, you know? Sometimes those imperfections are what make it beautiful. And you're trying to like fully get everything down to the minute, tiny detail of perfection. Nothing can be perfect. You're going to break something. Nothing and nobody is perfect. It's gonna break somehow if you keep breaking it down, trying to get it just right. If I just put one more little stroke here, you gotta learn to put the paintbrush down, right? That's also another thing too. Even in all areas, all aspects of life, there's some sort of phrase of like, put the paintbrush down, put the tools down. All right, it's fine as it is. If you keep going at it, you're gonna ruin it, right? Just let it be as it needs to be. It's okay. Love it and enjoy it as it is. And sometimes when you take that step back from trying to improve it, that's when you realize, like, oh, it didn't even need to be improved in the first place. You know? Like sometimes I'll be working on an art piece and I'll look at it and I'll be like, this is so fucking bad. I kind of want to just completely scrap it and start all over again. Or, oh, maybe if I tweak this here, or if I push this here and I keep doing that and that and that, and I realize it was better before I tweaked it, before I messed with it. Sometimes you just gotta take a step back, put it down, take a break, take a breather, go get some coffee, maybe a snack, watch like an episode of anime or something, play a video game, come back and you're like, oh, actually, this isn't bad at all. I don't know. Maybe I was getting overly in my head, you know? We do that. We tend to do that. It's very common. Yeah. I think you'd be surprised. But yeah, I hope that helps, Tycho. Fingers crossed. But there you go. Right. Like stretch. I think that's all of the readings for tonight that we'll be doing. Oh my god, what you got over there, spicy poem? Alright, let's see who is online. Oh, you know, Oka is playing Pokemon, the new Pokemon game. Oh, but Saf is playing Homicipher. Oh no, we rarely ever get to raid Oka. If we're gonna raid Oka, we're gonna raid Oka. Okay. I do love Homicipher though. Oh, it's such a good game. Okay, but we're gonna raid Oka. There we go. Tomorrow, I will be streaming Silent Hill F, my very first Silent Hill game. I don't really play horror games on stream, so it'll be a lot of fun, but we'll still keep it cozy and comfy and all that fun stuff. So hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow for Silent Hill F. But if not, no worries. I'll see you when I see you. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. And good night.